Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is, wherever you guys are in the world watching this video. Welcome back to another episode of our My Player Career Mode. Guys, today we've got an interesting start to the episode. Let me just tell you that for sure, because we have actually got a game against Everton. However, we are not picked to start the game. So, I don't know why. I don't know if it's because of fitness or anything like that. I mean, I could check, but I'm not gonna because I don't want to know, because if my fitness is on high, I will go livid if we had dropped for no apparent reason. But, as you all know, yesterday's episode of the My Player Career Mode, we played 3 games. We played against Southampton first, which we ended up winning 2-0. I was not part of, I was part of, but I wasn't directly. I didn't get an assist in any of the 2 goals in yesterday's Southampton win 2-0. But we did beat them, and we were part of the winning team. We even played at like a 9 match rating, I think it was. So, wasn't too bad. And then we had a game against West Ham United where we won 1-0. We scored the only goal of the game. And like a lot of you pointed out to me in the comment section, your grandma would have scored the second one of the 2, which we had in the 90th minute. We was running through, open net, we missed it. So, I mean, yeah, my grandma would have probably also scored that. You know, it's no doubt in that. I don't know how I missed. But anyways, doesn't matter. We got our first goal in that game against West Ham, and we got off to 2 wins from our first 2 games as a player. Then we played against Manchester United in the EFL Cup, which went all the way to penalties. And for once, I did not miss a penalty in a shootout. Get in. About time as well. I mean, I don't know how many penalty shootouts we played. I don't even know. I think it's a lot. But I just miss penalties on a regular occasion in this game. I don't know what's wrong with me. I seem to always miss my penalty kicks in this game. And that's just not on the My Player save. That's in general on FIFA, which is horrendous. But we did come away with a victory there after we did win on penalties. Today, guys, we've got games against Everton, Swansea, Sunderland. However, as I said, I'm not picked for the first game against Everton, so we may even go to this game against Manchester United here if we are picked for these 3 here. So, United in 2 games, or rather 2 episodes, you know, twice in 2 episodes. Could be quite interesting. But, as I said, we are not picked for the first game of today's episode against Everton. It is Takuma Asano leading the line, which is only fair considering, of course, his absolutely blistering start to his league campaign. And he scored again here 5 minutes into the game. It's absolutely ridiculous. He just can't stop scoring at the moment. And if this keeps the way it is, guys, we potentially could be in a dire situation here, not getting much game time here at Arsenal, which will be, I mean, you know, being a fan of the team as well, it'll hurt even more. But just to not get game time at my kind of stage of my career will be absolutely shocking. So, yeah, and a lot of you did tell me as well, and I understand it now, coming from you guys, you can ask for a loan, and then certain teams will come in for you that probably wouldn't be able to afford you. So, potentially, guys, we could go out on loan in January if we're not getting game time here at Arsenal. And I'm just waiting, of course, to see if we can go over to France and play in the French League. But as I said, the only team that can actually afford us at the moment is actually PSG, and they didn't make an offer last time. So, it is what it is, but I'll show you guys now, of course, how we currently are getting on in the league, and there is the league table. We are currently sat 3 points clear of Spurs in second. However, we've only featured in 2 of the 14 games that the team has played, and we won both of them. So we are 2-0-0 now in terms of our kind of record here at Arsenal, which isn't too bad to see. But Asano scoring again means that potentially we're not going to be in the team once again here. He's 5th now on the top scorers list with 7 goals so far this season. I mean, we've got a game against Swansea, but I wouldn't be surprised to see us not playing for it. We did just beat Everton 2-0, sorry, not Chelsea. So hopefully, we will be in this team for this Swansea game. I'll come back to you in a moment, guys. Alright, well, we're not in the Swansea team either. So now, I know I saw a lot of you guys as well saying to me that making my debut 12 games into the season, or 11 or whatever it was, is absolutely ridiculous considering the fact that we are the highest rated player here at Arsenal. But you do have to remember, we were out injured for 8 weeks. Now we're completely fit. We're just not getting played simply because Asano is in fire at the moment, and that's not good to see. So January is around the corner, guys. If we keep going the way we are, potentially we may not get some game time here, as Arsenal are 2-0 to the good now. Gollum and El Neni with the goals already in this one. 20 minutes to go, guys. We better be playing in the next one, man. Come on, Arsene Wenger. I will be livid if we are not playing in the next game. 2-0 win anyway, guys. Good for the boys, not so good for me. Alright, guys, we are not picked yet again for this game against Sunderland. This is absolutely ridiculous. I am livid. I'm fuming, honestly. Seriously, man. I am fuming. Do you know what? As we cannot go out anywhere on a transfer, potentially we may have to go out on loan, but it seems extremely stupid to pay around about £85 million for somebody and keep them not even on the bench. Unless I am injured, and I just don't know that I am injured. I will check after the game, but I'm pretty sure we are fit. I don't think we picked up an injury at any stage, as El Neni's just equalised against Sunderland here on the 43rd minute of the game. as it is 1-1. Suddenly make it 2-1 though with Gooch coming off the bench to get the winning goal up against us. And there you go. So we lost 2-1. Maybe now we'll be in the starting team for this next game against United. But as I said, I will check to see if I'm injured, but I'm pretty sure we are completely fit. Let's have a look at our squad report. Let's see. As I said, I'm sure we're fit, so I don't see a reason why we're being dropped at the moment. We are fit, and they did pay 81 million quid for us. So that's utterly ridiculous when you consider the fact that we're fit and not playing. There is the option to go out on loan in January if we want to do it. As you can see here, we can request a transfer, but it will get declined because, of course, we are just here at Arsenal. But I can request a loan, so maybe I'll have to do that to get some game time and see what we can do. The transfer window is around the corner, of course, so there is potential to actually go out on loan. It just depends whether or not we're playing. So United are up next, and then it's Liverpool. Surely we're going to be starting one of these two games here. There you go. We are starting, and it is against United. So hopefully we are going to get ourselves a goal in this one to shut up the fans, to shut up the critics, and then hopefully as well show Wenger why we should be starting these games. That is the team that we've got. Kamada starting at cam. Of course, it's a very strong team against this United team. We've already beaten them once so far. It was last episode. It took us right until penalties to do so, though. But this time around, it's in the league. There is no extra time, no penalties, none of that stuff. So we have to do it in the 90 minutes. I've also changed my hairstyle, guys, and changed the celebration, which hopefully you'll be able to see in today's episode, provided I get us a goal. So let's go, guys. First game of today's episode in terms of gameplay, as we didn't play in the other ones. Oh, I changed my boots as well. I think I've got some green hypervenoms or mercurial, I don't know, something. Anyways, yeah. But let's go, boys. First gameplay game of today's episode. I'm looking forward to it. United again, back at the Emirates, much like it was last episode out. And let's just hopefully play well. That's the biggest aim here, just to play well, make sure that we're getting more and more game time. Because honestly, we've been here, you know, for no more now than, what, how many weeks, I suppose, I guess. We've been here for about 4 months, and we were injured for 2 of those, pretty much. So if we don't get game time, and then we have to go out on loan, that would be pretty damn stupid, wouldn't it? So, I mean, I just hope, of course, we start to get game time, because will be tragic if we don't. But first game, let's prove a point here, guys. Let's prove a point. All right, so in terms of the United team, that is the team that United do have. Dybala, Pogba, Kaputska, Fosu, Mensah, Schneidlin, Corona, Darmian, Zuma, Bay, Luke Shaw, David, De Gea. It's such a strong United team, this one. It's not going to be easy to break them down at all, but here's to hoping we can do it in the first game. Over the top ball, looking for myself here. I'm running on to the end of this. Darmian's going to try and come across to cut me off. Got nobody in the middle to aim for, but we passed a couple of players. Still, we're in the middle. It's a goal from absolutely nothing. Arsenal lead at the Emirates. And we've got it as well. From absolutely nowhere, guys. We've gone 1-0 up. I am playing as a lone striker, so that's probably the reason there was nobody in the middle. But we brought it under control. We had 2 Man United players chasing us back here. Look at that. Went round the first one, then round Eric Bailly, who cuts off. He did everything right there, did Eric Bailly. He cut off the only place I could have really gone, barring when I went inside. And I think it's Kurt Zuma who chased me all the way. And once we got into the penalty area, he really couldn't risk putting in his feet, because otherwise he would have brought me down probably for a penalty kick. So he had to rely on his goalkeeper between the sticks. And David De Gea could not make the save. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 0 from absolutely nowhere. Boy, that was absolutely genius. Fantastic ball over the top, I have to say. And then we just about did the job at the end of it. Wonderful goal. And I have to give credit, right, to Manchester United, because up until that point, they defended absolutely brilliantly. There was no chance of me getting it through, and United in general were playing better out of the 2 sides before we just scored there. So I have to give them credit. They were on top during this game, and they probably, out of the 2 of us, if anybody was going to win, it should have been, or they probably deserved it. But football doesn't work like that, guys, and that is why we now lead here at the Emirates. Down the left-hand side we go. Cut back inside of another man. Exactly the same. Carbon copy for our first goal. This time it's in the side netting, though. That time, maybe I should have played it across the face of goal. I saw the near post, though, available from David De Gea. Oh, man, I probably should have squared it. Yeah, looking at that, I don't think I was ever going to beat him at his near post. I maybe should have squared it. But after the first goal, it was a carbon copy. I decided I was going to try it again. That time it didn't come and work out for us, though. One-on-one with their defender here. Oh, never mind. Just didn't do the skill that I was hoping to do. And that's it, guys. 1-0 victory here at the Emirates. we've come away with the 3 points. Whether or not we deserved it, you guys will have to make that decision. You can see by the match facts, it was a very boring game. 1 shot, 1 on target, barring, of course, the second one that I had. So I don't get where they get these match facts from, because we just had one before the full minute, because remember, it hit the side netting. But fair enough. I don't really look at match facts anymore, because it's so broken in this game that it just doesn't even count some of the shots. So I tend not to look at them. But I just show you anyways, in case any of you are still interested. As always, though, it doesn't really work. So we've come away with 3 points from that one. It's our first game that we're actually part of, because, of course, we weren't picked for, like, the first 3 of today's episode, which was utterly just ridiculous. But we scored the only goal of the game, so surely that should buy me some more time in the first team, right? All right, we are picked for the second game as well at Anfield. We will be travelling over to Liverpool to take on the Merseyside club, and we'll see what happens in this one. I mean, I don't understand it, really. It's literally a day or 2 after we've just played against Manchester United. So my fitness is shocking. A lot of the boys' fitness is pretty bad as well. But we'll go again, guys. We'll look to pick up where we left off in that United game and grab ourselves another goal. We are in the, what is it, black and yellow? Or like navy and yellow kit. I don't know what kit it is, really. But it's a pretty sweet kit. And as you can see, it's not going to be easy, this one. The United one certainly wasn't going to be easy, and then we managed to get the goal. So I'm hoping for a similar thing here. The boots actually kind of match the socks. That was unintentional, but looks pretty good. So we're back in the team again for the second time. And as I said, that goal should buy me some more time now in the first team to really showcase what we're about. But I still want you guys to leave me a comment on today's episode. If we don't get more game time in January, should I look to go out on loan? Or should we stick it out with Arsenal, grab ourselves potentially another Premier League winners medal, and then just leave the club at the end of the season if they're not giving me game time? So leave me a comment, guys. I'm not going to ask for a poll or anything. I'll just get a general feedback from you guys. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Should we go out on loan in January if we're not getting game time, or should we stick it out here at Arsenal? So there's no point me really doing a straw poll or anything like that, because all it will do is kind of, it'll be a mixed opinion, and then I'll have to decide myself, basically. But of course, just I want your general feedback. I'll look at the comments and stuff in today's episode and then make a decision based on that one. So yeah, other than that, there's really nothing else to say before we go into this game against Liverpool. We'll check out their team as we always do in the player rating section, and that is their team. Kent, Origi, Markovic as their front 3. Kimmich, Stewart, Brannigan, Moreno, Laporte, Brooks, Flanagan, and Karius. It's not as strong as I was expecting it to be, but it's still, we have to give them respect. It won't be easy, this one at Anfield. It's certainly not an easy place to come, but we'll look to do what we always do, and that is bang the ball in the back of the net. All right, brilliant ball from Liverpool. It's got to be 1-0. It is. I was going to say just before this, as Stewart is the man to score it. I seem to not be able to play against this man. He scored an absolute screamer against me once in the Road to Glory career mode, and then he just scored again to lead Liverpool here. So I was about to say before this went in, out of both teams here, Liverpool the most certainly likely to score. And then just as I was about to say it, they grabbed the opening goal of the game. It was a nice move as well. Great ball through from Divock Origi to his teammate. And then another one through our defender's legs. Marquinhos there doesn't get anywhere near it. And that is just a cool, composed finish from Stewart. But honestly, what on earth is Oblak doing? Where is he diving there? He's going absolutely nowhere. He's in no man's land, and Liverpool take the lead. So it's 31 minutes on the clock here. Liverpool have scored. It's 1-0. And honestly, we've had nothing our way. I haven't been able to really get myself on the ball. So got to change in the second half, otherwise we are going to just fall to a defeat here. Oh, and our first opportunity comes at the hands of Francis Coquelin, who could only hit his effort straight at Loris Karius. Corner whipped into the near post. It was a cross. It was honestly one of the worst corners I've ever seen. It came at me with no pace, and I was going to win the flick on, but it didn't happen for us. We still got it here, and still round a couple of players, and I'm into the penalty area, and I'm trying to work some space here. Look at this. I've got 3 Liverpool players around me. Nobody's out on this left-hand side for me to cut it back to, but we have come away with it here, and still, where are you going with that? So just pass it inside. There you go. Shoot that. Got to be. It is. It is 1-1. As soon as we were 1-0 down, we've created an opportunity, and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain has taken it. It is Arsenal 1, Liverpool 1. Fantastic finish from the Ox, and that really, honestly deserved a round of applause as the boys are going to celebrate with Arsene Wenger. Not quite sure why. You know, he didn't really do anything for that move. It was all about the shielding on the edge of the area from our teammate into, I think it was maybe Callum Chambers, was it on the run? Or it might be, no, it's Rob Holding on the run. Wow, he's in a really good area. Nice ball across. And there is Oxlade-Chamberlain to finish the move off. There you go. 42 minutes back into this, guys. 1-1 here at Anfield. We honestly have done nothing until that point either. So to score off our first grade chance is pretty good as well. So I have to give us credit in that aspect of it. But Liverpool certainly have been the better team so far. Oh, nice. Play it through. There you go. We're in possibly for 2 here, guys. Got a chance, and I'm going to strike it. Good save from Karius. Missed opportunity from us, but a massive save from Karius. I don't quite know what I did wrong here. I was trying to do a low-driven shot, and that's just a great one-handed save from Karius. I did what I could, and honestly, the keeper met it with a phenomenal save. So, stroke of half-time. It could have been Arsenal 2, Liverpool 1. Flick on his 1 at the near post, but it's straight into a Liverpool player as we go into half-time. Still 1-1 here, guys. Honestly, it should have been 2. I should have finished that move off, but it is what it is. Good save from Karius. And it's all to play for in the second half, certainly. It's opening up a little bit more. I like this. Liverpool, good turn from Kimmich. He's on the ball still. Now Origi's set through. That's going to take a deflection on the way through. And it will be a Liverpool corner. As it was a fantastic move again from Liverpool. It wasn't even Origi. It came to Stewart in the end again, who hit one goalwards. And it hit our teammate on the top of his head. As Kevin Stewart, for some reason, is going to be the man replaced by Emre Can. He's having a fantastic game with Stewart. I don't quite know why you replace him. He's been Liverpool's best player so far, but he has come off the skipper. Emre Can has come on, and the change is made for Liverpool. It looks as if they're wanting to get the full 3 points from this one, but we made a change as well. I think Alex Iwobi came off. I don't quite know who came on for him. It might be Cornet on that left-hand side even. Why? No! I cannot believe I just did that. I tried, guys, with the triangle, I tried to ask for the through ball to be played, and in the end, because I'd already asked for it, because the ball had already been played, it just kicked it. Oxlade-Chamberlain's not going to score that. I had a massive opportunity there. Oh, no. I asked for the ball to be played, but it had already been played, so in the end, it just kicked it forward. My mistake. We should have had another opportunity there. Nice. Come on. We've got one opportunity left in us. There's 2 minutes left in this game at the moment. Chamberlain, that's not the way we want to be going about it. You can't be giving it away there. Brooks on the ball now. Out wide to his teammate on the right-hand side. Who will clear away. It is Flanagan to clear up until our teammate. Come on, we want more opportunity in the game. We want one more. Let's go. Make that run. Oh, man, I couldn't play it in time. Their tackling has been brilliant today from Liverpool. Seriously, we missed 2 opportunities, guys. We had 2 chances in this game, and I missed them both. Well, I didn't miss them both. I missed one. The other one I just kicked away like an absolute mug. But we have come away with 1-1 draw. I mean, in the end, our second half was certainly better than Liverpool's, but their first half was a lot better than ours. So, it is what it is. I suppose we have to take a point from that one and say it's a fair result. But whether or not I'll be dropped for the next game, we'll have to see now, because we didn't play well there. So, I mean, we're probably going to get dropped for this next one. And there you go, guys. We are, in fact, dropped for this Villa game. So, I'm going to sim it. And then I'm going to hand in a loan request, guys. And then I'm going to leave it to you guys to decide whether or not we should go out on loan. We'll see exactly what kind of teams are coming in for us. So, I'm gutted, honestly, guys. We've not been brilliant, but we don't warrant being dropped. You know, 81 million quid for a striker to only not even play him is absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry, but it is. So, I mean, being a fan and everything, it makes it even that more annoying, really. But Villa have scored to make it 1-0. Vertu with the goal as well at the Emirates. And here goes Arsenal's normal slump. So, it's going to happen in January this time, which isn't too bad. And we're going to lose the league from being top spot. How about that? But there you go. And a 1-0 defeat to Aston Villa means that we now slip down the table, I think. Now, no, we don't. We stay top, but on the same points as United. So we had a potential to be able to go through. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, hand in a loan request, and see what they say about it. As we will sim the next game against Sunderland. Because I don't think... Oh, we are picked for it. We are picked. Okay. Okay, so we are picked for this Sunderland game, guys. I'm going to go ahead and play this before we actually go. And then we'll decide. I'll leave it to you guys to leave me a comment as to whether or not we should go out on loan or if we should stay and stick it out here at Arsenal. That's the team on the screen. We're going to go straight into this one against Sunderland. I don't want any mistakes in this game. I want to try and get ourselves a goal, prove a point, make sure we are playing well. But most importantly, grab 3 points, lads. Come on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go then. I'm going to show you the Sunderland team before we get underway here. That is their team on your screen. It's not great, to be honest with you, but I can't really take anything for granted, and now we need to win our games. So Pickford is really the only worry in there, and that's because he's such a good goalkeeper. But I think if we get the chances, I'll be able to finish it off. Here we go, guys. The last game of today's episode. As I said, leave me a comment if we're not picked later on in this January transfer window. Should we go out on loan or should we stick it out at Arsenal? That is, of course, if they let us go out on loan. I mean, they could turn it down, so I may still have to stick it out regardless of whatever you guys give me comments for. But it would be nice to go out on loan if we're not going to get game time here, like Falcao did, I guess, at Monaco that time. But we'll see. Oh, my word, we got an opportunity there. Only 8 minutes in. It came from pretty much nowhere. and I had to really get a snapshot of this one. Took one touch to beat the defender, and then the second one quickly to send it goalwards. But it was a simple save for Pickford to make. It wasn't the greatest of strikes from me, but that was because it was kind of snapshotted. Cross comes in, straight over everybody. It's going to be cleared away by Sunderland. We've started off good here, but there's no goal to show for it yet. Oh, great ball through. We're in behind. Got to get there ahead of Pickford. We did. And he just came to meet me. I mean, that's not really a missed opportunity. I couldn't really get there. I had to slide. And then when you're sliding, you lose pretty much all of the power and all of the kind of accuracy. You're just hoping the keeper doesn't get there either. So, I mean, there's not really too much else I could have done with that chance than what I did. So, it was a decent ball through. But honestly, I wasn't expecting it. And it kind of came very, very quickly. So, I don't think we'd ever score that unless the keeper made a massive mistake. But he made a good stop. We've had a couple of opportunities so far. None of them really been serious, but it's nice to see we are creating stuff as we are going down the left here again. I think it's Jetro Williams on the ball now for us, the left back. Whips across into the middle. It's going to go to no avail because the defender just stands there and brings it down on his chest. All right, half-time whistle goes, guys. It's stalemate here at the Emirates again. We're not playing well once again. I mean, I've had 2 half opportunities, both of them not really clear-cut, but we had 2 strikes. Both of them were saved. But again, the team in general are not really giving me too much to work with at the moment, and it's not good to see because, like, obviously I want to do well here, being it my my favourite club and all, but I may have to move away, guys, just because 1, we're not playing well, 2, we're not getting game time, and 3, as a team we're doing okay because we're actually getting points and stuff, but it's just, again, no creativity. Every team I seem to go to, barring maybe Real Madrid, they lack creativity. I don't know what it is. The only issue I've got as well, guys, by running the wings, which is what I like to do, and don't have an inside pass on if I run the wings because I am playing as a lone striker, remember. So every time I do run the wings, there is never an inside pass on. Come on, play that through. There you go. We're in behind. No, I've done it again. I did it again. I asked for the ball to be played by pressing Y, and because he played it before my call came in, it then kicked it. Oh, my word, I'm tilted. This episode has been one of those episodes where I just can't get anything going my way. I did it again. Are you kidding me? That's twice in the same episode. I went to call for the ball, and it had already been played. Great play, man. Just about the same time as well. Of course it did. Do you know what, guys, as well? That one where I just kicked it again was the opportunity for us to go 1-0 up in this game. So I've basically just done it again and messed up yet another opportunity for us. Brilliant. I mean, that shows just, I don't know really what it is. I don't know if it's lack of confidence or just unluckiness because that's twice in the same episode. I've got to call for the ball and both times it's already come to me, so I've just kicked it away. Oh, that's so tilting, man. And we're going to end up with a 0-0 draw here against Sunderland. I mean, there is literally nothing I can do about it. The creativity is not there. And again, I had like a couple of opportunities, but they weren't clear cut and there weren't, you know, sort of chances where I could actually take them. I mean, they weren't even worth showing apparently to the match highlights. But we ended up with a 0-0 draw. We're going to end the episode there. Sunderland without a shot. We probably should have come away with 3 points, but they did their job. They came here for a point and they got their point. As Spurs lost it against Villa 3-2 and Leicester have beaten West Ham 2-0. So the ultimate goal here is, guys, in the comment section, let me know, should we go out on loan? And if so, or whether or not we should stick it out. And just basically, guys, honestly, I mean, we're not getting game time. And when we are, we're not playing very well. So the chances are we're probably not going to be picked for a fair few games coming up. So the loan request is back. We'll see if they accept it. They're probably not going to accept it. We'll see. Yeah, so they turned it down. Wenger's turned it down. But I'll keep handing it in, guys. Of course, I can only go out on loan if the club let me go out on loan. So, in that aspect of it, guys, let me know what we should do in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd appreciate a like rating. Apologies for badly playing or my bad play in today's episode. We weren't very good, and I admit that we were shocking. But, if you still enjoyed it regardless, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. As always, thank you for your continued support on the channel. I really do appreciate it. The first episode of our Bundesliga career mode is coming out very, very soon, guys. So stay tuned on the channel if you are interested in that. And I will catch you all with another video tonight at 6 PM UK time. And what I will say, it is going to be the Road to Glory career mode roundup. And I do definitely recommend you guys watch it. There's some interesting stats and stuff within there if you're interested in that. If not, then I'll see you all again at 4 PM tomorrow, guys, for another video. And I'll catch you all later. Adios!